Mount DeSales Academy has a storied athletic tradition spanning over 70 years. In that time, countless athletes have represented this great school. Each year, we are blessed to be able to celebrate just a few of the many deserving Cavaliers who have donned the blue and gold over the years. Our first inductee into the 2022 class of the Hall of Fame is Dr. John Cook. John, a 5-year varsity letterman in wrestling, was a 3-time state finalist and 2-time GISA state champion, while also serving as captain for the Mount DeSales wrestling team. During his high school years, John also won the USA Wrestling Southeastern Conference Championship. As a collegiate wrestler on the club team at the University of Georgia, John was a 4-time NCAA National Championship qualifier, winning the Southeastern Conference Championship and the Best Wrestler Award in 2014. John finished his career in 2016 with a 6th-place finish at the NCAA National Championship and a spot on the All-American team. John, who was also a 2-year letterman in football, attended Mercer Medical School after graduating from UGA in 2016. John is a lieutenant in the U.S. Navy, serving as a medical resident in family medicine in Jacksonville, Florida. Our second inductee is Liza Hardison. Liza was a decorated athlete, earning 13 varsity letters as a 3-sport standout in basketball, softball, and track during her time as a Cavalier. Although not a stranger to being recognized for her athletic achievements, Liza has the distinction of being the first MDS athlete to receive the Middle Georgia Fellowship of Christian Athletes Huddle Award and Scholarship. As a junior, Liza was recognized as an all-region, all-state, and all-Middle Georgia performer in basketball, averaging over 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 steals a game. Liza achieved those same awards for her contributions to the Cavalier softball team that year. As a senior, Liza added to her collection of awards, repeating as an all-region and all-state performer in basketball, while also representing the state of Georgia as a member of the senior all-star team. Liza topped off her career achievements by being recognized by the Macon Telegraph as a member of the 12 to Treasure All-Middle Georgia team. The third member of the 2022 MDS Hall of Fame class is Caitlin Westfall Moore. Caitlin starred as a Cavalier before continuing her academic and athletic career in the SEC as a University of South Carolina Gamecock. In her 5 years lettering for the Cavaliers softball team, Caitlin never batted under 300, topping out at .506 during her senior season. This is one of the 13 times Caitlin appears in the top of a category in the Cavalier record books. Caitlin was also a 5-year letterman in basketball, being recognized as an all-region and all-state performer as a senior. Also in track, being a key member of the state runner-up 4x100 meter and 4x400 meter relay teams. Caitlin was a leader on and off the court, captaining both the basketball and softball teams at MDS, as well as serving as the vice president of the local chapter of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Not only was Caitlin voted as the best female athlete at Mount DeSales, but she also won the Georgia Wendy's High School Heisman Award. Caitlin continued to thrive athletically after graduation, and she went on to be a starter for 3 of her 4 years at South Carolina. The fourth member is Kyle Grant. Kyle Grant was a standout track and field star during his time at Mount DeSales. Kyle's dominance in the sport helped give legitimacy to a league that, at the time, was seen as second tier in the state of Georgia. He not only outpaced his competition within the GISA, but his performances in the 100-meter and 200-meter warranted national attention, as he was ranked among the best in the country in both events. Kyle is the only track and field athlete in Georgia high school history to win a state title in 4 different events in the same year: the 100 meter, 200 meter, 400 meter, and 4x100 relay. That was highlighted during his interview with the Macon Telegraph, chronicling the history-breaking event in 2007. During his junior and senior seasons as a Cavalier, Kyle went undefeated in his 4 major events, winning 7 region titles and 6 state titles. Kyle was also a 4-year letterman in football, serving as the captain during his junior and senior years. Our 5th inductee is Chris Swain. Chris Swain was a 2-sport athlete, lettering 4 times in football and twice in track and field. On the track, Chris garnered all-state honors for his versatile abilities, showcasing his speed as a sprinter and strength as a thrower on the track and field team in 2011. Although talented in track, it was on the football field where Chris really made a name for himself. Chris, a 2-time All-Region selection at running back. Also, he earned All-State honors as a senior. Later that year, 2011, he was honored as the Macon Touchdown Club Back of the Year, an award with nominees stretching across divisions and classifications. Chris was being recognized as the best running back in the city. Chris was also selected as a first-team All-Middle Georgia player during his senior season. Upon graduation, Chris went on to play football at the U.S. Naval Academy, where he was a 3-year starter and helped the midshipmen reach as high as number 18 in the national polls. With a stellar senior season in which he amassed over 1,000 yards, Chris assured himself a spot in the record books at Navy. He finished his career in the top 10 in Naval Academy history, with 2,290 rushing yards and averaging 5.2 yards per carry, and scoring 19 touchdowns. Chris went on to have stints with both the San Diego Chargers and the New York Jets in the NFL. The final member of the 2022 Hall of Fame class is Chibuzo Nakazu. Chibuzo Nakazu was a standout soccer player for the Cavaliers. He is one of only 2 players to surpass the century mark in goals, totaling 101 for his career. In the 40-year life of the soccer program at Mount DeSales, only 1 player has scored more goals. Chibuzo, a versatile player who is dedicated to winning rather than personal achievements, ranks 3rd in career assists at Mount DeSales with 48 in his career. His combined 150 points again ranks 2nd in MDS history, a mark that will be tough to surpass. Chibuzo was also a great leader, captaining the Cavaliers during his junior and senior seasons. Never one to shy away from the heroics, Chibuzo scored the game-winning goal in the 2007 state championship game via a bicycle kick with less than 10 minutes to go in the match. Chibuzo was also a member of the 2005 state championship Cavaliers soccer team. Chibuzo's success began early in his career, being recognized as both an all-region and all-state performer during his sophomore, junior, and senior seasons. He was also recognized by the Macon Telegraph as a first-team member in all 3 of those seasons. Chibuzo joined the Lenoir-Rhine Bears after finishing his career as a Cavalier.